just a few other people who will be here, man.
Will is not currently here. Therefore, I get to fuck around.
I want to steal all their gold and deface everything. Zach, that's not how this works. Everything!
No, nothing like that.
Nothing like that, I just want to pee on their beds.
Nothing like that either, for fuck's sake.
Oh, so... I gotta tell you. I made the mistake of not wearing socks one day to work because all my pairs were needing to be in the wash, and I'm like, it's one day, what's gonna be the matter? Apparently, like, the steel toe of my boot has shifted and is, like, rubbing the top of my foot.
Oh.
So, for a whole day, that was just a thing.
No.
I'll send you a picture of it. It's something.
I believe it. Let me see this shit. Although I do... Oh. Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, this is after a few days, by the way.
A few days?
Like, as in, I've now washed, like, all my socks, and so I've got stuff to wear so it protects from that. And I've tried to bend the plate back up, so it's had time to, like, heal. It looked really raw the first day, and I'm like, oh, that's not good.
That's a mood. I'm a blacksmith, just send them to me.
I don't know, like, what exactly is causing it, because theoretically shouldn't be doing anything.
Fair enough. Oh, ninja.
Yeah.
Alright, so... I'm gonna demonstrate a little bit of my mentality here.
Alright, keep in mind this is all now recorded.
Yeah, I know it's recorded.
Alright.
So, the lady said I can't alter spells.
Mm-hmm.
Like, lest I break magic. And that would be bad. Alright, so, I'm going to try to create something then, just from scratch. There's already shape water. How about shape sand?
So, this would absolutely be something you would be able to work on, though, because it's hyper specific, it would probably have a little bit wider range than shape ground, where shape ground would technically cover this. I would probably allow it to be a little bit more like wide, like a 10-foot cube of sand instead of like any ground.
Okay, so in other words, if I make it hyper specific, in that circumstance, it's actually like pretty damn good. In the other circumstances, it's a lot more limited.
So, whereas shape ground would allow you to do like loose earths, like stones, anything that is to be considered ground. This would be hyper specific, which is why it would give it like you'd be able to lift a 10-foot cube instead of the regular 5-foot cube. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, I got that.
Yeah.
Would it make the process of creating it any simpler?
Creating the spell?
Yeah. Like actually working with them just due to how specific it is. I'm manipulating this one material. That's it. Would that make it any simpler to my mind?
It would be simpler just in the fact that you are going from an already known spell to effectively refining it down to a specific material. So it's easier when you're starting off with a known spell, which is why a lot of spells look familiar, not familiar, but like look similar.
Yeah.
Because it's far easier to be like, oh, cool, instead of fireball, I'm casting lightning ball. And it's like, alright.
What's going on here?
Just discussing.
Yeah.
So, we are just in kind of the early stages waiting for the rest of the group to get here.
Yeah.
You think I'd be good to get like another plate of food? I'm kind of hungry.
Well, I mean, I think you'd be remiss to say, are you sure you should eat that much?
I only had one plate.
I don't know, that's a full serving, isn't it?
I mean, it's a full serving, but I'm also a pretty large person, and I haven't really eaten that much today anyway. I do calorie count.
You can get yourself some more food, bro. I don't think anybody's gonna mind.
I just love giving people shit for stuff like that. It's like, do you really think you should? It's like, do I have any bearing on this? No. Do I have any say in this? No. But that's why I ask questions like this.
Of course. Anywho, I'm gonna try and work on making shape sand.
Yeah, it's why you'll find a lot of stuff to be similar written and more easily performed, because it's effectively
working for a pre-existing like base is a lot easier than making the base itself.
Yeah, because you're working back up a chain here, where it's like, all right, well, instead of this ruin being in here, what happens if I do these two ruins? Whereas, like, whole new spells, like, well, what if I combine this rune and this rune? Oh god, why did every flower turn into a puddle of water? But yeah.
All right. Then I'm gonna try and start working on shape sand.
Yeah.
Should be easy considering the fact that we're surrounded by the shit. And honestly, if this goes well and I actually do manage it, this is sharp sand. I can just keep a bucket of this shit and swing it out at people.
I cast pocket sand. Did you need magic for that? No.
No, but I can fling it harder because my arms are noodly. Okay, shut up.
One does not need to launch sand fast for it to be effective.
Sharp sand, though. Eventually, once my charisma's at 35, I'll be able to fling that shit like a shotgun bolt.
I don't know that would do much.
It would hurt a lot.
I don't know that it would.
I mean, tornadoes are able to drive blades of grass into and through wood. So if something's going fast enough...
I don't know how that actually stands up to reality. Because here's the thing. Sand is used in sandblasting. It has to be up close to do stuff. And even there, it's very small amounts of stuff.
It's still effective. Also, I'm mainly basing this off of the fact that this is sharp sand, and a bunch of it cascading across your body all at once would shred you.
I mean, it really depends on the material.
Yeah, that is entirely true.
I'm now looking this grass thing up.
Hello, Musa.
Hello.
I'm making a spell. Like that lady told me not to do.
Ah.
You know what's really funny here, Zach?
What? Hey, Sona.
I googled this, and one of the commonly asked questions: can a tornado shoot a straw through a tree? And it says, one popular story suggests that the strong winds of a tornado can blow a single piece of straw straight into a tree trunk. However, the NOAA does not concede that the intense winds generated by a tornado are capable of twisting trees, which may create cracks in the trunks in which a straw can get stuck.
That does make sense. Interesting. Alright, this gives me an idea for an entirely different spell.
Lordy.
You could say anything to me, I can turn it into something abused.
This is why we don't let him go outside anymore.
Literally, you're just like, yeah, like a blade of grass can find its way into those cracks when driven by high force winds whenever there are cracks, and I'm just like, so what you're saying is, if somebody's in heavy armor, like plate, I could make a spell based off of shatter called fracture that just lets anything pierce those micro fractures.
That's not what that article said either. That article said that it could get stuck in there. Instead of lodging a piece of straw in the tree itself, it can twist the tree, which creates cracks, and the straw can get stuck in those cracks.
Yes, but having an area, like, whenever you're wearing plate or something, having microfractures just form all throughout it would definitely not be good for your health.
Fair.
Just a lot of durability gone.
I think we've got everybody here who's going to be here. This is a dangerous group. Alright, we are going to move over to that one. Alright. Last we left off, you guys were just waking up.
Excellent. We've still got our buddy in here.
Which buddy?
Narco.
Goldface.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the deck and I'm just gonna start trying to fucking bend sand.
He's trying to become one with the elements, even though she realizes she is not the Avatar.
What did I get this have to say?
What was that?
He had to pee.
How did he just get in here and needs to pee already?
He was probably drinking while he was peeing.
Well, he should stop drinking on the job. It's unprofessional.
Could you imagine just somebody absolutely chugging the shit out of water while pissing, and like they've been chugging water for 10 hours, so it's already cycled through their system and just has to keep going?
You would die.
No.
You know that water can kill you.
Yes, I do. I just thought the imagery was funny.
What is going on?
The dogs are barking.
Work. So, what would the rest of you like to do?
I'm still sleeping. I'm not awake.
Alright.
Nobody's driving, are they?
No, one of the not here party members is absolutely driving for you guys.
Oi, do any of you know how to drive?
Hmm?
Also, chew. I'll just call my coin bag. Just like, do any of you know how to drive?
Hello, I'm here.
Hello. Do you know how to drive? Do you know how to drive?
I was planning to, but no. What? Where's Rowan? Where's Vodak?
Aren't they, like, just absolutely passed the fuck out in their sleeping bags?
Yeah, let's go with that answer.
Just points at them and goes, in a coma.
Oh, that's fine. It seems how comas are pretty common. There's nothing wrong with us just stopping until they wake up. Shouldn't take more than a day.
I don't.
See, what would you rather do? Would you rather just, wait for them to wake up and we can go travel safely, or would you like me to grab the wheel and hope and pray that we don't crash into some rocks or into the sand?
You know, whenever you said and hope, I was with it, and then you said and pray, and I do not trust you with any gods, so fuck it.
That's quite rude. Alright, well, good.
You guys are so loud.
Turn us down.
I wish I could.
Why can't you?
I think this was in character.
Yeah, using character.
Ah, okay, gotcha. Then well, why don't you turn us down? Absolutely in character too. I'm not gonna lie.
I cast silence there.
Moose is like trying to. She's lowering like the air with her arm. It's not working.
All right, I'm just
Unfortunate.
gonna hop off the ship and start working on shaping sand.
You sure you want to be down there by yourself?
I'm right next to the ship, and we're
All
not
right.
going anywhere.
Very well. Just scream if you need me. Scream very
Um,
loudly and in a very damsel in distressy kind of way.
you know what happens if something comes for me down here?
What's gonna happen?
Her soul just floats up to the top of the ship, and then she just like, and she's there.
That's neat. That's
Happy?
just, yeah, happy enough.
Okay.
Not go. Where is he? Not go.
It's
Mm-hmm.
right here.
Oh, hey, not go. Is it okay if I have a word with you?
I suppose.
Yes. Come here. Let's go to the front of the ship.
All right.
All right. So, Boru just kind of looks over the sands once they reach the front of the ship. So, what are your plans once we get you to the second layer?
I mean, I go where the Great Worm dictates. It is he who will provide my happiness.
I understand. And in return, you're just spreading the word of the Great Worm throughout hell.
Indeed, do you not have clerics and priests upon your lair?
Oh, I do. I'm not saying it in confusion. I'm just making sure that I have everything understood correctly.
All right.
And how do you plan to transport throughout the different layers? Are you just going to hop from ship to ship?
That has worked thus far, yes.
Well, how about this? What if we just have it be one ship, our ship, and we will help you with your journey, but in exchange, you get to help us with our journey. We are lacking in a guide. We don't really know what the fuck we're doing, but you seem to know what you're doing, and you seem to have a good knowledge of hell that we don't.
All right. I definitely could consider this.
And I have an interesting question for you. Does your knowledge, how far does your knowledge of hell go?
Through most of the layers.
Most of the layers. Any points of interest, perhaps?
It depends on what you personally find interesting.
Well, right now we need experience. All of us need experience. We're very new to fighting and killing. And sadly, our current job involves the fighting and killing of some very powerful individuals.
Well, tip number one. I mean, you've already kind of got this in spades, but numbers will always best out even some of the strongest entities. So, for example, I'll use something that's more traditional to your region. Uh, a group of peasants can overthrow a king because the king is one and the peasants are many.
Very wise. And what you're implying here is that we gathered the peasants to overthrow the king.
That is always an option, yes.
And what if that's not possible? What if the king has an army the peasants can't overthrow?
Then you would have to be more subtle and convince the guard that they are in the wrong. It is just the nature of all living beings that they value some sort of power. What one considers power is up to the individual, but should the guards think that all the other guards are going to turn on the king as well, they more than likely will.
that applies to all, even the guards down in hell.
It applies to everything.
And what about something a little bit more direct, involving us, our strength, and our prowess?
Well, if you were looking to take on such a task on your own, I would suggest learning and fighting, as that is how one tends to grow in these times. You could go exploring, you could find ancient artifacts of the Underrealms to aid in your quest. Who knows what way you will decide to go.
And could you perhaps help us explore these ancient ruins?
Possibly. I do not know all of their inner workings, but I know of a few places.
That's good. If it isn't a challenge, then how do you expect to grow from any?
Indeed.
And that would be quite useful. Is there any on this layer that we should be aware about? And perhaps we can stop by before meeting your worm.
You could always talk to one of the witches of the Briar.
Who are they?
They're one of the old crones that hang out in a place of great suffering.
More suffering than what is hell already?
Yes.
That's funny. And how far away would they be from where we are now?
I guesstimate probably a day's travel.
Would you be alright if we detoured, say hello to the witches of the Briar?
Oh, I do not mind one bit.
Lovely. Thank you.
Indeed.
And I know you said it's a skill that only could be learned through years of experience here, but I would like to at least have a try of understanding your ability to read the sands.
Alright.
I don't expect me to be accurate or even close, but even just some semblance of direction, some minuscule understanding would be worth much more than whatever the fuck we're doing right now.
Alright. Why don't you, go down and just grab a handful of sand.
Poru would do a hop, skip, and a jump. Put out a handful of sand. She's wearing her nice, thick gauntlets, so that way the sand doesn't fuck with her skin. And, she climbs her ass back up with one arm, holding a handful of sand.
Alright. Now, do you have a place in mind that you are looking to go specifically?
Let's just test it simple. Is it easier to find a place you've already been, or does it not really matter?
You have to have somewhere in specific in mind. Like,
Okay.
really specific.
Alright. Horu's going to close her eyes, and she's going to envision, with the best of her abilities, the gates to the city.
Alright. Have you got a place in mind?
I do, yes.
Alright. Now, slowly let the sand slip out of your grip, and try and listen to it.
With a bit of confusion, but also a bit of, okay, this is hell, I don't really expect things to make sense here. Horu is going to let the sand drop, and she's going to listen. Less with her ears and more with just her mind, I suppose.
Alright. I gotta type something out to you. There it is. There you go.
Ooh. Horu opened her eyes, and she just kind of shifts her feet. I felt something, but it was such a brief, light something.
Mm-hmm.
Was that not just the wind?
When one listens closely enough to the sands, it will talk back.
Huh. That's fascinating. And this skill, does it become louder, easier with time?
With time and practice, it becomes easier to recognize the signs. They do not necessarily get any louder, you just get better at hearing.
Thank you, Natsuko. This really means a lot to me.
Indeed.
She would just pat Natsuko on the shoulder friendly. And is this scratch still there?
Oh, on his face?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
His face looks like freshly polished.
she just kind of looks at his face, just kind of sighs. Okay, good. I thought I'd leave something permanent there.
No.
Definitely. Sure, you're a lot more durable than you look.
I appreciate it.
Well, if you need anything, Natsuko, I'll just be down with the woman.
Alright.
Okay, let me be more specific. I'll be down with the woman who isn't a Nagayox.
Alright, that is a lot more specific, as there are 4 of you awake that are all women.
Yes, I understand that, and okay, alright. Kind of blushing a little bit, she's just gonna walk away hastily and climb her ass down with Sif. And, she's just gonna continue practicing the reading of the sands.
Alright.
She's gonna, to kind of help with it, she's gonna keep in mind the direction of the wind while she drops to sand.
Mm-hmm. So what is everybody else doing?
Just remember that I got a golden fiddle. I'm gonna play the.
There's like a little wheel, like a little lag wheel, just like, oh, golden fiddle.
Her mind was on other things. It's okay.
In her brain.
You go deep into the brain of Lizzie, and what do you see? Golden fiddle.
Yeah, I'm
It's
gonna
like, what are the
find
rest
Sona
of you
and
doing?
play right next to her ear.
Okay, Sona's having music played in her ear.
All I can picture it.
Ignoring her.
Playing louder.
Nah, I'm still gonna ignore you.
I am just picturing the song about the golden fiddle. Can't remember its name.
The devil went down to Georgia.
Yeah, that one.
Gold is steel.
That's all I'm picturing with this, but it's just Musa and Soda.
Beautiful.
So as of right now, you guys are fully parked.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Have I made any progress whatsoever on even manipulating the sand a slight bit?
Well, let's find out. No.
Damn.
You are standing out there like the Avatar, like in his early phases, like hands just gesturing, like I got this, but nothing's happening.
Oru, in between, just dropping handfuls of sand, just looking at this with the mildest bit of amusement.
That's okay. Takes work.
So
But at least get moving.
I was about to
get
ask
moving
if
where?
we're going to sit here all day.
I mean, has anyone asked Notko if he can drive a ship?
Nope.
I'll ask him.
He's just looking at you.
In all your years of wisdom, do you really not know how to do it?
I do. I'm just confused why you wouldn't just turn and ask me myself.
Oh, see?
You are a strange lot. He will climb on down and settle himself into the controls and look them over for a few minutes. Classic setup. I can appreciate that. Alright, so this probably does this. Do any of you have a coin?
I mean, Horu's down, so...
What
So
you
shakes her
can
head.
is take us from the halfling.
Alright. Takes a coin and slots it in. Y'all are a strange bunch. It is surprising just how gracefully he's able to maneuver this. I'd say the difference in skill level, if Rowan is like someone who's got their driver's license and has been driving for a few years, the rest of you are like still like stomping on the brake to like, as soon as you see a car that's like parked 500 feet away, stomp on the brake. He's just like the one hand on the wheel, like, I got this, just like casually taking turns, no brake checking, nothing. But he gets you guys on the move.
Oh, lovely.
I love the fact there's a lot of sand here, which I can practice with.
Yeah. Do I have any receptacle in which to just store some sand? Let's see here.
I was about to say,
really.
don't know.
Not really, no. I don't really have a receptacle. Is there like a bucket on this ship?
Do you want to go looking for one?
Yeah, I'll say I do like a quick perception check before we started moving.
Give me an investigation check.
Oh, quick investigation, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Bada bing. Ha!
You're looking around, you're like, aha, bucket! It is just a pipe.
Fuck. Alright, fine. I'll just reuse one handful of sand. Fuck it.
Yeah, right.
But yes, I would also creep down to not go. Kinda tap his little globe head, not really knowing what to do with it. Such a weird head thing to have. Just like, so, the witches?
Yes, we are headed in that direction.
Is there anything we should know in particular about the witches of the Briar?
Know that they are a devilish type. One that are more likely to try and take from you more than what they will give in return.
Okay, so getting information from them is going to be a bit of a bitch.
Oh, for sure.
Lovely. Do you have any standing with them?
It's more or less neutral.
More or less neutral, okay.
Hey, Seath.
Hmm?
You're trying to conjure some sand to move. You're pretty sure you saw a pile in the distance move a bit.
In the distance?
Yeah, like, you made the gestures, and it, like, shifted.
Does it again?
It happens again.
Does it below her, like, next to the ship?
Alright. That patch moves.
Oh? Still sus. But interested. Can I try and lift it?
Yeah, it lifts a little bit.
Okay. Interesting. Progress. Hopefully this isn't some creature just trying to fuck with me. I'm gonna keep trying to progress that into where I can just pick up a globe of sand up off the ground. Not anything big. I'm not trying to progress this too quickly.
Alright. So what are the rest of y'all doing while Seath is practicing this?
I'm just I'm kind of just learning how to drive through Nautico. Just studying what he does and having him explain to me what, does where.
It's very simple watching him. It's just that he has the years of experience not to like react super heavily to anything. So like everything is just like push this lever up to this amount, push this lever up to this amount, and really all it comes down to is that he's not like going full throttle on anything, and his motions are a lot more smooth. Whereas you guys tend to be a lot more like slam it into position and that's it.
Okay. That'll be all. Just be studying and make sure I get like a technique down.
All right.
Very intrigued by Steve, and I'm clapping, because woohoo, good job.
Why are you applauding?
You're moving the sand.
I do not mind if you watch, and I don't mind the applause in general, but please save them from whenever I actually make the spell correct.
Alright.
Thank you. Where did you get the fiddle?
The
Fiddle.
From the last place we were in.
Ah, deal. Understood.
Yeah, pretty good one.
What did you have to give?
Nothing crazy. It's actually very easy.
Okay. Only things I got options for were, well, my soul points to the little floating ball behind her and just like, or you know, denied. Because apparently I fuck with magic too much.
I mean, at least
Yes,
you
I
can move
know I'm
sand.
trying to think with magic right now.
At least you can move sand. Yes.
Regardless, I do not care about if you play your fiddle. Because that is music, it is not noise. As in plus.
So Sona, what are you doing?
Clapping.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Never mind, I was about to ask if you heard what I said, but then I realized you did and was just annoying me anyway.
That's just that guy.
Let's see. Can I try to just make a small ball of sand and throw it at Sona?
Let me see what happens here. I gotta roll something.
Alright, 3 options. Number 1, it goes wide. Number 2, it hits her. Number 3, it hits me.
Alright. So you throw it, and it like goes halfway, it like spins, and then just like comes back right at you.
Yes.
I knew it!
Can
I duck?
You're gonna duck?
I'm gonna try and dodge it.
Alright, it just goes off and like disappears.
I fucking knew that one of the 3 would happen. I'm just waiting for practice. I'm gonna put sand in all of your eyes.
Can't wait. I like it crunchy.
Bish. I don't... You all are so far from what I've had to deal with my entire life. Alright, I'm just gonna practice by firing, like, little orbs of sand off into the distance. Like, see if I can improve my aim with this.
Alright. Start making small sandballs. They don't go terribly far. Before they, like, drop off and just hit into the sand, disappearing.
It's more along the lines of, I'm trying to make sure that my aim is controlled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you suck at that.
How far would they go? Like, what would the range be, do you think?
1 second. I gotta check on the other spell this is based off of. At most, they are going like 20 feet.
Okay, that's not bad actually. Interesting. All right, I'm gonna try and I'm just gonna try and once I get the aim down pat as we're driving, I'm gonna try and work on incorporating larger volumes of sand into these orbs.
All right.
And I'm also gonna try and hold the magic a little bit so that they keep together as they go their distance a little bit better.
All right. Let me roll to see how this goes.
I ain't even rolling Arcana. I'm just like, here's the idea, ninja. All right, let me get my dice.
If you lose, the devil takes your soul.
All right, so you make a fairly large one. Although it seems to be capping out right around like 4 feet as you chuck it, and it goes about 20 feet.
Okay, 4 feet in diameter?
Yeah.
Ooh, fucking 4 feet in diameter goes 20. Damn. Okay, I'm getting into this. Let's keep practicing. Although I will make just a half-foot one and just right at Musa.
All right.
She said looking forward to it.
Yeah, she manages to sidestep it as it goes flying past her and clatters onto the ship deck before falling off.
I'll have to keep trying.
You do that. Almost there. Claps.
Experience what Horu has had to experience her entire life.
Oh, I will. I'm about to break it. Hold on. I need to DM Ninja something.
Alright. This is why I love this party. Can never let a grudge go.
She said she was looking forward to it. I'm just intelligent enough to remember that.
Really intelligence, more like petty.
Yeah, it was 10 seconds ago. I'm worried if you didn't remember.
I have the smarts to remember. Remember what? I don't know.
Yes.
Misa, give me a perception check.
Right.
You would absolutely see that Seath spirit floats around behind you somewhere.
Really? You're gonna use that? You're not good enough on your own?
Oof.
Oof.
Pardon?
You heard me.
No, I actually didn't. I'm focused.
Well, I said you're really gonna use that and not do this on your own. I thought you were powerful enough.
Just kind of cocks her head, looks at her. What the fuck gave you that impression? The fact that my ribcage got caved in by the First Lord of Hell immediately?
More about the badass lipstick color that you have. Oh, you said it was your natural lip, right?
There you go. She applauds you a little bit with a little golf clap. Well done.
You really don't like the clapping, do you?
No, not at all.
Claps.
Horu just feels a wave of deja vu wash over her. She doesn't know why, but she just feels it.
My ear is itchy.
Yeah, it's something just eating at the back of your head. It's just like something else that I feel like I'm missing here. It's probably nothing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and make not a wave, but like a big crescent that encompasses like 15 feet in length and just launch it forward.
Alright. Let me just roll again and see if we keep this up. Where's my table? You managed to make a wave that, or sorry, you said you were looking for a crescent, right?
Yeah, so like it's just pretty much like it doesn't have to be like full on crescent moon or anything, but just like, you know, curved, has a wider like length to it, just so that it would encompass more space as it moves forward.
You managed to make one that's about 4 feet in diameter.
Not any bigger than the orb.
You'll get there.
Yeah, you're doing great.
If you applaud, I will fucking murder you.
I applaud.
I never stop.
I love this.
Try again. I think it's getting bigger, just like a little bit at a time.
Is that what you said to your boyfriend?
I don't understand what that means.
I'm not surprised. You've never had one.
Looks at Sona.
I don't know. We're 10. We lived in a horse farm our whole life.
We're 10.
I feel the absolute need to just put a disclaimer. As their race is of legal age, they are fully mature at 10. Just legal content warning right there.
Yes, they Nagayogs physically and mentally mature by age 10. They know how to speak within the first couple months of being born. They're very fast to develop.
The fact that you're resorting to cheap insults is kind of interesting. You really have a short circuit, don't you?
I'm confused as to why you're mentioning that, considering that's all you resort to.
Once
Have I ever
again,
insulted?
we're 10.
Aside from annoyance, which I'm sure comes naturally.
Of course it does.
Mhm.
It's one of my greatest strengths. And it works. Look at you.
Yes, continue.
Okay, claps.
I'm just gonna keep working. Oh no.
It depends. What are you trying to do there, Seath?
I'm just seeing. Alright.
I feel like this is gonna be a very interesting conversation later.
Yeah, for sure.
Just gonna keep working. Let's see if I can make the orb bigger.
Well, now I gotta ask if you're going to, Seath.
It all depends. Let me just keep practicing for the moment. Like I said, we're gonna see if we can increase the, like, amount. Like, let's see if we can get a cube going or something. Just, like, see how much actual volume we're able to lift.
Alright. You managed to make a 5-foot cube up here.
That's quite
Well.
satisfying.
Yeah, progress. Good job.
Can I, like, pull a piece of it out and make it into, like, this ribbon that flows around me? Not touching me. Like, I'm just seeing, like, if I can get the actual control, like, fine control of this down.
Oh, let me do another roll. Table. Alright. Yeah, you're able to make a fine looking ribbon out of this.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Just like turns the entire cube into a ribbon and kind of swirls it around a bit. Oh, this is excellent. Fun. All right, I'll just kind of like flick that off into the sand and continue trying to work on mass.
All right. So are the two watchers just gonna continue watching and clapping?
Yes.
They are persistent.
I'm not gonna lie. I am currently rolling con saves every time she doesn't succeed on something. Because whenever she does, she's satisfied with herself. Fuck you guys. Whenever she doesn't, I roll a con save just to see how long she can take this.
Here, while you two are doing that, I'm gonna go take a piss. Have fun.
Alright.
Alright, let's see if we can get up to 6-7 feet.
Alright. You,
Wow, really pushing it, huh?
You managed to get up to a 5-foot cube again.
Damn it.
Mm.
Maybe you peaked.
Thinks about it. Tries to compress it.
It compresses.
Just
Why don't
like,
you make another shape? Make a dog.
Oh, a cat.
Oh, a cat. Make a cat.
Sure, why not? I'll try to make a cat. Fuck it, I made a ribbon. That takes a lot more control than making a cat.
Alright, let's see how this goes.
I return.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
She's trying to make a cat.
You weave the signs and you make a very intricate looking cat.
Ooh.
Applause.
Do you want it?
Very, very.
No. Why would I want a cat of sand?
I don't know, you wanted me to fucking make it. I don't know how your mind works.
I wanted to look at it.
Just to see if you could do it.
Remind me not to take requests again.
Will do.
Alright. You know what? We'll try one more time. I just want to pick up, like, a sheet. Like, just this big fucking sheet of sand. Like, not as much mass, per se, but like an actual sheet of this stuff.
Say sheet one more time.
Oh,
Layer.
sheet. It still caps out at a 5 foot by 5 foot square.
Damn it. Need more practice.
At least you'll be able to throw sand in someone's face.
Yeah, me next.
You want to try?
No, throw it at me.
Sure, why not? I'll just form a sand into a fucking orb and throw it at her.
Which one are you throwing at?
Sona.
Alright. You throw it, it just kind of curves sideways and misses.
Ah, damn it.
You gotta practice on your aiming.
Yeah, that was
No
kind of
shit,
whack.
Scarlet.
But A for effort. Claps.
Oru has grown a tolerance over many years. See, however.
Also, see Starty. This is bad.
Bad for you. Feel bad for you.
Yeah. I've got something I need to try. Seath just, like, holds out her hand and makes one of the Eldritch Orbs. Can she, like, wind sand into it, just so that whenever it explodes, it actually explodes with this sharp sand?
Yeah, as far as you think.
I'll try it.
Alright. You try and condense it to it, and it just like crumbles away.
And all right. I'll try and keep it on the outside of the actual orb so that when the force of the explosion of the orb goes off, it'll project the sand out. But it's not like inside it. It's not suffering the actual effects of it.
All right. Are you gonna try this in front of them?
Well, I mean, they're watching, so I'm not trying it directly at them or anything. I'm trying it off on the like outside of the ship just to see like 20 feet away from the ship just to see what happens.
All right.
I am launching it on the ground though, just because I know the sand can't go that far.
So you launch it, the sand just crumbles away before it even gets to its destination.
Damn it. That's going to take some tweaking. Alright, I'll just continue working on, like, consistently doing what I know I can accomplish and working on aim for a little while.
Alright. Are the
we get to our destination.
Are the two of you still just gonna keep watching all day?
Yes.
The commitment, the power.
How close are you to Seath? I have a question.
How close I am? How close am I?
Yeah, like, how close are y'all to Seath while just clapping in her fucking ear?
I mean, I'm not like right next to you or anything like that. I'm like a normal distance.
That does not give me feet.
Well, you have 2 feet already.
Shut the fuck up!
I mean, if you want an answer, like maybe 10 feet away.
Okay.
This party is so strange.
Okay. Okay. Alright, continuing on our way. I'm just practicing.
So you guys do pass by the large bone structure that you had seen a long time ago. It is off in the distance, though. Corey, you said you were down with Nodco, right?
Yeah, I was just watching out,
Alright.
just learning how to control it and all that.
You wouldn't be able to see this then.
Oh, okay.
Because all you can see currently is what's on the radar, which is the occasional, like, rock or dead shrub.
If there's ghosts up there and you guys don't tell me, I'm gonna be pissed.
After a little while, I will say that Seath just kind of looks at you both and goes, Do you not think it's more time, like, efficient to keep watch?
Nope, nothing else to do,
I'm
so...
keeping watch of you.
That's not what I fuck.
Not what you what?
I'm keeping watch of you.
Why?
Why not?
Why not?
I hate both of you. Deeply.
Okay.
Soon enough, your internal timers would start to wind down as you guys are realizing it's getting late for you.
Yeah, or would yawn, just kind of pat. Excuse me. I'm sorry for my silence. I just suddenly got a blank. I would just
okay.
yawn. I just blanked out there, everyone. I would just pat Nautiku and go. So you sleep, right? Normal amount of sleep?
Depends what you define as normal.
I mean, usually in our planet, about 8 hours, sometimes more or less, give or take a couple hours.
I usually sleep around 4 hours.
Oh, okay. So you're kind of a after. Got it. Here. I'll pull the first ship of watch, and I'll sleep a little bit, and then you can go to sleep near the last shift, and I'll drive the ship. How does that sound?
That's fine by me.
All right. I'll make sure one of my sisters gives you company.
Not a.
I raise my head up.
Musa. That's new. You don't usually volunteer for these things.
I mean, gold.
Oh, you
I
got a
point
little
at his face.
you got a little something something for Natko. Little bit of gleam.
You really want to do this, Horror?
Horror just kind of leans forward, like your hands together. You got a little bit of a crush going, huh?
Musa just kind of punches you in the arm.
It just does not feel it. Oh, take that as a yes. Ooh. Well,
Would you
have
rather me
fun.
go back to sleep?
I mean, it's up to you. Do you want to go to sleep and miss hanging out with your boyfriend?
I can't believe you're doing this.
I am doing this. I finally get to do something. I finally have my chance.
I appreciate you immensely.
Shut the fuck up, Chief. It leans forward to Musa. Alright. That means you're gonna be a lot nicer to me. Right?
No, I won't. I got over it. She goes up to Narkin, kisses him in the cheek, and sits
Fuck!
next to him.
You can feel that he smiles somewhere deep within his core.
You ass. Okay, I'm looking out for fucking goats. Go to sleep, Steve. You've been working on that all day.
It's romantic like that. I'll
Yeah,
go to
yeah.
sleep.
Yeah. Say your curse isn't undercommon. You're taking second shift.
Does not respond, just goes downstairs.
That's what I thought.
Alright. So, Horror's watching up first shift. Well,
Watching out for things in general, but also goats. Rocks that would contain goats or lizards. Anything. Fucking wildlife in general.
mm-hmm. So Nadko's driving during that. Then second shift is Seath. Is anybody driving on that shift?
Probably not. Well, not go doesn't need as much sleep, so not go, and then I'll take the last one.
Wait, what? So, let's just go with who's on watch for each shift.
Horu's on the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Steve is on the second one.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, Musa's gonna be on the second one because he gets to hang out with the dome head. And, I guess Steve will be the third while I drive during the third.
Alright. That means you would not get a full 8 hours.
That's fine. I could just sleep a couple more hours after driving. Otherwise, he would have to drive all night, which is not going to be very good for him.
Alright. So, with the first shift, Horror, give me a perception check.
A Wabashi gun check.
Yes.
Alright, I need to consult the table. Alright. There we go. So, Horror, you're keeping watch. You see something out of the corner of your eye, like, kind of to your left as you're checking out the right-hand side, looking for any outcroppings or animals.
Obviously, I sharply shift my gaze towards that.
You see a goat that is very quickly approaching the vehicle.
Ooh! He would sharply whistle and go, "Hey, stop the ship!"
Ship runs over the goat.
No! No! She just runs down to not go and grabs his shoulders. What have you done? Why did you stop the ship? I said stop the ship!
For what?
For the goat!
What goat?
There was a goat! You ran over a goat!
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see it.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I told you to stop. Why did you stop?
I mean, I'm not necessarily, like, can't, like, just hard stop at every single second.
Well, you're not hard stopping every single second. This is the first time I've asked you to stop. You didn't stop.
Yeah, thus I wasn't ready for it. What do you want?
No, the goat. Oh. She would just put her head against the shoulder, just distraught, just leaning there, putting like a majority of her body weight on him.
Kind of gives you that awkward, like, pat, like, it'll be okay.
Oh, he was such a... Just ran him over. He splattered in the front. Oh. This next time when I say stop, you stop.
I'll try to remember that.
Poor innocent goat. She very sadly walks back up and just depressingly stares across the field, hoping another goat will come by.
So, I just want to point out, I was looking for a reaction GIF, and this is in trending currently. Like,
Good morning.
I just saw it, I'm like, pardon. Alright, so, are you going to return your post then?
Yeah, I am. Like I said, just be very sad. I'm still gonna look out for the same things, just with more depression. I just saw a poor little goat get murdered in a vehicular accident.
Alright. You're feeling a little bit down. Everything's just a little bit sadder. You're looking out, looking at the huge patch of thorny plants way off in the distance. As you look down, you see another goat that was just laying there, and before you can do anything, it is hit by the ship as well.
Do I see any blood come from this goat?
Looks like it ran it clean over. So...
Did I feel like a bump?
Not really. Then again, this is a couple metric tons of metal.
Huh. I mean, I would just kind of pause. I would start to realize some things. I'd go, hey, there's a little patch of thorny bushes off to the side. Can you go check for that?
The thorny bushes are way off in the distance, like forward.
Oh, then good. Never mind. I don't even have to say anything. Then I would rephrase it and just say like to watch out for the thorny bushes, but I have to stop there. But I would stand. I would look around. Musa, come on out.
What are you talking about? She goes back to sleep.
She kneels down and pokes Musa.
What the fuck?
Are you making illusionary goats to be run over?
What? What would I be making goats?
Because you know I'm looking for a goat, and you are murdering goats. Make me sad.
I'm murdering goats?
You're murdering imaginary goats to make me sad.
I'm murdering
Modeling.
imaginary goats.
Yes, with your illusion magic.
I'm murdering imaginary goats with my
Yes.
illusion magic.
Yes.
Haru, how long have you been awake for?
Long enough. Alright, if it's not you, then it's only one other woman it could be.
Alright, good night.
Where
She goes
the
back to sleep.
where the fuck is Average Darty?
Probably fucking sleeping.
Is she sleeping?
You got her. She appears to be sleeping.
I kneel down and poke her.
Dealt with enough annoyance today. What the fuck is it?
Are you conjuring up illusionary goats to be run over by the ship just to make me upset?
So it gets this weird look on her face and just like makes a goat appear in her hand with minor illusion and goes, like this size?
A little bit bigger.
No, I can't do that. Closes
You
her
can't
hand,
do that?
goes back the fuck to sleep.
Okay. She stands up, squints at her, and then gonna walk away slowly. Pause. Rush on down to Nutgo. Tap his shoulder. Hey,
What's up?
are you a magic boy?
I mean, vaguely. Why?
Vaguely. Are you conjuring illusionary ghosts to be run over by the ship?
No.
Kind of looks into his globe face. Got my eyes on you.
Alright.
Better. And when I say stop, you better stop. If there's more goats being run over,
Did you find another one?
yes, it got ran over. But I don't believe it at this point. It didn't leave any blood or anything. It just got swallowed.
Okay. I didn't see anything on the monitor here, man.
Woman. But yes.
It's an expression from my hometown.
Oh, okay. Usually it's used for derogatory purposes against me because I'm not the most womanly thing out there. But anyway, the personal issues aside, just keep doing what you're doing. She rushes back up, and she's gonna really just. She's gonna be half focused on like the terrain, and the other half focused looking around, making sure there's no motherfucker poking their head out to cast an illusionary goat.
Alright. Give me another perception check.
Yes, sir. Average.
Let's see what befalls you on the rest of your shift, you paranoid stranger.
I just don't believe goats would be so stupid to just sit there and be run over.
Alright. So, you're looking out again, eyes wide peeled. You see another goat this time, though it's wildly different than the first. And as this one gets hit by the ship, it screams out in pain. Like a loud, wailing pain, and that is immediately silenced.
Is there like an actual splatter?
Do you think you're going to be able to see a splatter?
I mean, if you're hitting a goat at high velocity.
Let me just go back and grab some from pictures to ask you again if you think you'll see anything. Your little ship is 55 feet long with an overhang there.
Okay, well, here's gonna be the simple thing. I'm gonna run to the back and look for the bloody streak that would be left of that goat.
Alright. One second, I gotta answer a question. You look back, there's nothing there.
I stomped my foot. I knew it! Motherfuckers. Come on, why the goats? So mean. Ah. Very irritated.
I'm fucking losing it.
There's
no way that this lines up like this.
Very irritated. She's just gonna grumble and keep a lookout and now remember that any goat that is going to randomly happen to step into the line of the ship to be run over and to have no remnants of thus being run over is probably an illusion.
Oh my god. So eventually your shift does come to an end.
Yawning and grumbling, she's gonna march down to Musa and just gently kick her shoulders, be like, "Your shift, and stop fucking with me with the goats now."
What is up with you and goats?
They keep on being run over mysteriously and leaving no remnants.
And why don't you tell Narco about it? Don't bother me. He's the one driving.
Oh, he's not the one who can see. You can, and it's your shift anyway. So go.
Yeah, you
Go.
kept waking me up throughout the night, you selfish.
Go hang out. Go hang out with your little globe head boyfriend.
It's
And
definitely gonna be
I'm
more
going
fun
to
than
take a-
hearing you be paranoid about fucking goats.
I love goats.
Can Seath just sit up and go, "No, we can't fucking see it. It's outside. This is a goddamn ship." Look forward. Points at the metal. Do you...
See, if no one asked you, go back to sleep.
No, but I don't need to be asked to.
No one asked you. No one asked you to state a fact. Go back to sleep.
Ah, you're so loud. Musa just leaves.
I'm gonna take a nap. Just grumbles as she crumples to go to sleep.
Alright, Musa, give me a perception check. Oh, that's beautiful.
I'm too busy looking at Natko.
I'm not even looking out. You're just in the deck with it.
Exactly.
Fucking hell.
I am sending you something. I wasn't ready for that idea. Hey, Horror.
What's up?
As you're trying to fall asleep, instead of like sheep jumping over like a fence, you just get this imagery above you where it's just a bunch of goats jumping over a fence.
I sigh. See.
Gus, I was trying to help.
See, listen, I'm sorry that I snapped at you. You know, I've been having a very bad night. I saw 3 goats be murdered, and even though it was most likely illusionary, you know, it's still very upsetting to see an animal be run over and killed, right? You know, it's not very funny to just have a bunch of goats jumping over fences. Again, I'm sorry, but this isn't very cool.
Alright, I was simply trying to help. You said you liked goats, so I figured that would might be nice. Just dispels it.
Okay, thank you, Steve. Sleep well. Have
Yes,
nightmares. Have nightmares now.
You know what? Just roll me a straight d20 for that.
Just a straight D20, okay.
Alright, yeah, no, you don't have nightmares. Everything's
Okay,
fine.
good.
Like, at first, it's like fighting the goat demon lord, yeah! And like you slay and you're like, oh, that was anticlimactic. Let's see how this goes. Alright, Musa, your shift would be fairly uneventful, as you don't really spot anything out of the ordinary. But eventually, your shift would come to an end. So what are you gonna do?
Nothing. I don't know.
I mean, that's up to her what she wants to do.
I'm gonna cast the illusion and make a sound of a goat in pain in her ear again while she's asleep.
Alright. Horror, you are startled awake by the sound of a goat right next to you.
I sit up very sharply. I look around. Where's the goat?
There is no goat.
Who's with me?
Seath is nearby. Technically, the rest of the party is somewhere in back. Sona is still asleep as well. You don't see Miso or Nadko.
Hori just groans. She grumbly stomps over to where Natsuko is. She looks like she's about to cry. She just looks very distressed. She just taps him roughly on the shoulder. Yeah, you go to sleep.
He gets up rather stiffly and goes over to his sleeping area and lays down.
All right, Musa. Musa.
Am I there?
Yes.
I thought she was up top. Oh no, she stayed with him. Never mind. What do you mean? Are you there?
I mean, the question comes down to you had to have been within 30 feet of him for the noise.
Oh, I thought I was in there before I left.
So, I mean, in theory, you could do noise and just walk off.
Yes.
She's not there.
All right, so you go up top. You don't see Musa.
All right. How far away is the Thornfield?
It's getting fairly close. Probably a good 6 hours away. So
I'm
we'll
not gonna have.
a little past the shift.
I'm not gonna have a good night's sleep tonight. Steve. Up. Your turn.
Aye, stop the man.
Yes, your beautiful eyes require seeing.
Don't call my eyes beautiful.
Oh, why? What's wrong with the simple compliment? You know, you should be happy that you have people who compliment you. You know what the last time someone complimented me about my eyes?
What do you know is the fact that in this society is the fact that the middle eye points to the middle eye in the forehead, and these two, she points to the two green ones. Contrasting colors, disgusting.
Well, I'm very sorry, but however, I am not a Lichtardi. I am a Nagayox, and I find the contrast to be very pretty. So don't just reject my compliment like that. It's kind of mean, you know? I've had a very rough night. I come over here, I compliment your eyes, and you're over here shitting on my compliment. Just whatever, just get a look out.
Right. Different species. Apologies.
Just
Not
look
intending
out.
to annoy you.
Yeah, just look. I'll drive.
I know. I'll go out. Number one thing I'm doing, continuing to work on sand.
All right. So give me a perception check.
Okay. Nice.
All right. So you go to try and do your sand stuff. Nothing. Like you're doing the exact same steps you did last time. Nothing.
Confused. Anything around?
No. You got open desert.
Well, one more attempt.
All right. You try to cast again. Sand doesn't even move.
Ugh. Just realizing what has been happening. I'll deal with her when she wakes up. I'm actually going to try to participate in this.
Oh my god!
Practicing doing it without somebody casting Shape Earth.
Think what?
Moving on. Gonna continue practice.
Alright. I'm loving this. I just want to point out that entire time, I'm just sitting here looking at DMs as people are sending me shit. I'm going, I can't.
There's like 3 things going on in the background.
Yep. See, outside of your training, you would occasionally see the bramble and thorns shifting in the large patch that is before you.
All right. That's fine.
It's this shitty like drawing drawn by a 2-year-old.
You know what? I am not artistic.
It's just so funny. It's like a little goop monster.
Well, I mean, if we want to like start to criticize it, this is the hand-drawn map you guys made.
Yes, it's even better. We're very artistic and autistic.
Alright.
That part is the fact that I actually can draw.
Yeah, but you're also a player, so it makes it hard to be like, hey, can you draw this for me? But Ninja, what is this big thing? Don't worry about it.
Anything aside from the brambles moving?
No, just the occasional shifting of sand dunes off in the distance as the wind slowly erodes them away.
Oh, hold on a second. Interesting. Okay. I'm trying to just like think from Seath's perspective. Wind shifts sand. Maybe if I try to apply this more as a wind, in the same way that water flows in a current.
Alright. You're still practicing at it, and it's still not happening.
That's fine.
But eventually your shift would be up as you all feel the natural need to awaken.
Do I have to roll a con save whether or not I get exhaustion?
Yep.
Alright, let's see. Yeet. Yeet.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm just a little bit tired. Little irritated, but I'm fine. Alright, so does like Dome Head come and get me?
Hold on, I gotta find out.
What was that?
I said I have to find out. I need to double check stuff. Alright. That is good. There's a lot of spells I don't recognize on the wizard spell list on the wiki.
They add more.
Yeah. See if you're not sure when or where, but you do eventually find that Musa and Nadko are standing on the top deck of the ship.
All right.
And now everyone is awake. Including Sona.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Sona is part of everybody.
Yes.
Gonna keep practicing.
Alright. I see you were able to follow instructions.
What?
I mean, we're pretty much there.
Are we there?
He gestures out to the large bramble in front of you.
Oh, I thought that was you, the DM, talking. Not. I'm sorry. Like I didn't realize it was Nodko speaking.
Wishes of the Briar didn't ring a bell.
Yeah, Horu would stop the ship and clomber her way up and look out to the brambles. So, they live here then.
Mm-hmm.
What is this thorny piece of hell?
That's where they like to extract their suffering.
Extract their stuff. Okay, what?
You do know that most entities in hell enjoy suffering, right?
Oh, yes, I know that part, but, like, what do you mean extract their suffering?
I'd assume it's similar to the same fate that we extract the souls from those parcels.
Ah, lovely.
In a manner of speaking.
Are you sure that they won't just, I don't know, wrap us in thorns and suspend us from a rooftop to enjoy sweet, blissful suffering for all eternity?
Nope.
No? Okay, well, you're going first.
No, I said I'm not sure they won't just do that.
Oh, okay, then we're fine. Alright. Not go. Let's go. Musa, Sona, Sif, you coming along?
Yeah.
You all go ahead, I'm going to continue practice.
Okay. Sona, dear?
No thanks. I'll stay here with Steve.
Ah,
No, you
enjoy
go
my
fucking-
sister's company, Steve. Trust me, she's a lot better when she's just by herself.
See, literally just like it points directly to Sona. You, 60 feet away or more.
I can't even do magic.
Look, I also want to point out that's not possible on the ship.
Yeah, the ship is stopped.
Well, I mean, if she gets off, yes, but, like, on the ship, it's not possible. Ship is 55 feet long.
I'm just gonna go out. Like, literally just... Her little spirit just literally just zips 60 feet away and just... Seath vanishes and she's out in the desert 60 feet.
Alright. I'm going to take this time to use the restroom.
Use the restroom.
I'll be right back, guys.
You'll be right back, guys. It's gonna be Horu and Musa and Goldhead on an adventure. To
You're
meet some
cock
gold-
blocking.
I'm not cock blocking. Hey, this was my idea. Listen, no sister of mine is gonna have any penis when I'm around.
We don't want to.
Agreed.
Well, too bad, because I'm always around, motherfuckers.
You're not around me.
I'm always around you, you just don't know it.
Okay.
Horu's the omnipotent sister. She will protect you from risky, unprotected sex. And bad
There's no
life
one
choices.
here.
There is people here.
Out on the ship.
Yeah, there are people on the ship. We're with Sif.
Okay. Steve is married. And also hates me. So, I think that's a no-go.
Fair enough. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. Maybe like a devil will come along. I don't fucking know what you'll do.
I don't know what I'll do.
You're my roguish sister that steals shit. I don't think you've
I
ever
haven't
had
stolen anything ever.
I don't think you've ever had a meaningful relationship outside of Musa.
Oh, you don't think we have a meaningful relationship?
I don't know, do we? I mean,
I don't know,
Horu
do
loves.
we?
I know Horu loves the shit out of Sona.
That's gross.
Too bad. She's your big sister. I'm gonna go pee while he's out skedaddling.
Alright, I am back.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Hello. This next part's gonna be hella interesting.
I return.
Welcome back.
So yes, I would be carrying my sister on my shoulders.
Yes, that is true.
Alright. So, he does walk the way, away from the ship, to get to the edge of the Briar Forest. He bends down, touches the ground with 2 fingers, rubs the grains of sand between his hand. Alright. Alright. Is one of you able to carry a lamp?
Yeah, sure. Wait, what do you mean? Why is that a question that needs to be asked? Is there something special about this lamp, or is it just a stupid lamp?
Oh, I mean, there's something special about every lamp if you give it time.
Okay, well, here, moose up. She just kind of picks you up and plops you on the ground. You carry lamp.
Alright, can I carry a lamp while you carry me?
Sure.
It picks me back up.
Alright, give her the lamp.
Alright, give me 1 second. Where did... Oh, there it is. I'm just
You
gonna...
can just imagine Nautica just looking like, okay, where did I put that lamp? Oh, there it is.
I mean, it is real strange that he pulls this out from under his robes, where it's like... Does he have pockets in there? He pulls out that lamp. I posted it in the Siblings 3 so that y'all will be able to see it.
Get a chicken. I just get kind of cringe
Pretty
at it.
cool.
Okay, what does this lamp do anything?
So he sets it down on the ground. He watches. He starts making a bunch of arcane symbols. And he watches it just like essentially consumes him inside, and the light inside is now a bright like golden yellow.
Or
Okay.
put your finger between it.
Yeah, no. Here, pick the. She just kind of like gets on her knees and leans forward so Musa can reach for the lamp.
I'll pick up the lamp.
It's heavy, but like not unwieldy heavy.
I quote unquote accidentally smack it against Horace's head while I lift it up.
This hurts. Like
Haru grumbles. She wants to rub her head, but she's too busy carrying her sister.
Oops, I'm sorry. I rub her head
Yeah,
with my
sure.
elbows because it's kind of heavy.
so.
Yes. Thanks.
To be clear, Horror, this isn't just like a lantern hit you in the side of the head. This is like almost the equivalent of a mace, just like from behind, just like, hit you in the head. It's like, how the fuck is that weight?
Hell yeah. No damage though, right? Just
No.
wasn't that hard.
No, it's just like you're sure it's gonna cause a bruise at some point, but like,
Oh.
damn.
Oh, I didn't think it was gonna hurt that hard. I'm sorry.
So the only piece that you can see that moves is kind of that design that looks like an eye. It kind of like shifts around and looks in different directions, but otherwise nothing is moving in there. And as you guys approach the briar, like the light touches these brambles and they just slowly like push away from the light, revealing before you a path made out of deep purple bricks.
And where did you get this lamp, Nautica?
He's not around. He's in the lamp.
Wait, what?
What?
I said
it. Just the part where he went into the lamp and the lamp glowed.
When I said it consumed him, it was not a figure of speech.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was actually turned into a fucking I just kind of look into the lamp, just like, well, just follow the road, I guess. Yeah, it feels kind of cute being able to hold your boyfriend, huh?
It's not my boyfriend.
Oh yeah, what is it?
It's a friend.
All right, let's keep going.
I think what I love about this most is no matter what you tell Horu, she's not gonna believe it.
Yeah.
You could be like, we sat up all night and played checkers, and that was it. And be like, sure you did.
She takes everything with a grain of salt. She's lived with these two for all of her life, okay?
So, as you walk forward, the light cast from this is not like the light itself pushing it, but as soon as it touches the brambles, like they like push around it, like something. It feels like something wants to like reach in and grab, but it's like stopped by the light. I guess a good way to describe how they act is like if you were to like put your hand on a really warm stove, where it's like this isn't like something where you pull away immediately, but it's like, oh no, I don't want this. So it's not like super fast, but it still like pushes away as the light comes near. Walking deeper in, the brambles would kind of reform to mostly their original shape, blotting out the quote-unquote sunlight from outside. And at this point, you guys would absolutely just feel like alone. It's strange, like, not being able to see the quote-unquote sky for so long. Like, it's just really unnerving, as, like, you can tell that you're alone, but you keep hearing sounds.
Well, I just kind of tighten my hold on Moose's legs. Just go, okay. I don't take this the wrong way, but if something jumps out at us, I am going to have to drop.
Don't take this wrong way, but if you drop me, I'll drop this in your head.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you totally won't drop your boyfriend on my head and risk of breaking him.
Don't get this the wrong way, but he won't break. Your head will.
Don't get this the wrong way, but actually saying I have a very thick skull is kind of an insult to myself. So, yeah, fair enough. You win this one. What I find most interesting, though, is the fact that he becomes the lamp. Does that mean whenever he comes here, he has to have someone else carry him through this?
Who knows?
Alright.
Alright.
Go, I don't...
So, following the path deeper in, it kind of like twists and turn. You do come across a body that is hung out by the briars. Just like they form like kind of like binds on like the arms, the neck, the legs. Looking closer, this entity has long since expired, but is still being held here.
Oru to lean Yusa towards the body and have the light drop the fella.
It doesn't.
Alright.
Oh, it doesn't? Doesn't like recoil?
It pulls it back with it.
Ugh. Ugh, okay. Yeah, I see why we need the light now. Ugh. Oh, that's gross.
Ew. Walk faster.
Okay, yeah, I'm moving. I'm moving as fast as this little lamp can get me.
Alright. It's a long journey, like talking about an hour's walk or so. Just looking for a good image of this. It's always tough finding an image for something you want when you have something in mind.
I know how you feel. Finding images for locations is kind of a bitch. It's a lot easier to find images of like people and monsters.
Oh yeah. I've been stockpiling. Oh, this will work. Let's see if it'll open up. Oh, that's a tiny image. Please, please be a big. Oh, thank God. Oh, we are going to play this game, aren't we?
Are you talking to us or are you talking to the computer?
The computer. Please download this. No.
I will not be moved by your demands.
Yeah. Especially when I will absolutely claim that I am a good coder and have absolutely found a way around the website. So, website, if you're listening, get fucked. I'm gonna
just disable JavaScript.
No. So it keeps prompting you with a pop-up that's saying if you want this image, download it. So instead, I just went to the link of the image it's going through in the source code and was like, I'm just gonna take this, copy and paste it. Yep, here's the image. Like, just get fucked. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the image. You see that in the center after about an hour. Like, you come out into what looks like a very like cloudy, overcast day, with the brambles surrounding this and that kind of house in the middle.
All right. Well, I walk a good like 30 feet away from the brambles. I don't even want to be close, and then I flop a boost on the ground and I kneel down to the lamp. All right, you can come out now. We're here.
You would watch as his essence slides out a lamp and reforms as a humanoid.
Okay, so do you need someone to carry you every time you use this lamp?
For the protection of others, yes.
That's so weird. Such a Okay, never mind. Should you be first? Do you have any, like, due to your neutral standing, introduce us, or will that not be
Well,
necessary?
no, you just gotta go in with something you want.
Alright. I know what I want.
Do you have to want something?
Uh-huh. That is how hags work.
Oh, what am I willing to sacrifice for this? Goodness gracious. Alright, Musa, you want something?
I'm thinking about it.
Alright, well, you can think about it while they pester me with whatever deal they want.
And then go in alone and see what you will offer to them.
She just kind of gulps. Oh, okay. You're certain?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh. Just taking off her helmet and just like taking like just wanting to have a couple breaths outside of it. He just puts it back on and attempts to enter this building.
All right. So there is a door frame, not shown in the image, but there's a door frame with a old rickety-looking door on the front of it.
Okay. I will knock.
Alright. Like, how many knocks? Like, one, 2, 3?
Like the little normal, like, light 3 taps on the door. Like what you do if you're going to a stranger's house.
Alright. So you knock the first time. As you go to hit the second, you find yourself standing inside.
Okay.
Am I going to with her? I know what I want.
So Naiko would put a hand on your shoulder and shake his head no.
Oh, she can go. She only has to go alone or something?
One at a time. It is how they do their business.
Okay, good luck, Haru.
So I am going to link 2 images that you would see. There's that one. And then this one is sitting in a rocking chair, just kind of knitting what looks like humanoid intestines together.
Haru will not acknowledge this. Instead, she would, she's gonna just politely just put her hands to her side, just not to have any weapons out. She's just gonna wait to be addressed.
Well, dearie. Are you going to come closer and give Grandma a hug?
Just kind of shifts in her feet. she looks, she looks very nervous, but she does take a couple steps forward. Which one said that?
The second image, so the red-haired one.
Okay. Oh yeah, she'll take a couple steps forward. Let's go. Well, you don't really look like a grandma. You look like a very stunning young woman.
Oh, nonsense. I've mothered hundreds of children.
Oh, that's... wow. Ah. Very impressive.
Indeed. So are you going to give me a hug, or are you going to stand there shuffling all day?
I'm sorry, I'm very new to this. This is my first time meeting you, and first time in a situation like this. Obviously very shy. Is it okay if we skip the hug for now?
You don't want to give me a hug?
It's not that I don't want to give you a hug, it's just... I'm nervous.
Well, clearly. So, what is it you come here looking for? I see no scratches on your bodies, which means that you had some help.
Yeah, I heard you were on neutral standing with a man known as... well, man is very loose here. A thing known as Nautica.
Give me a perception check.
Oh.
Alright,
Totally average.
that's fine. Yes, we do know of him.
And, well, he managed to get us through without many scratches, as you put it.
Indeed, so it seems. So, what is it you are seeking from us?
Many things, and maybe one thing, depending on what's willing to be traded. I want to know locations.
The locations of what?
Ruins, shrines, ancient places, lost and decrepit. Places we can go and find things of peculiar interest. Battle, find challenge, grow, learn.
That is quite the vague request here. I'm sure I could satisfy those needs. But it always comes at a price.
Of course. And a little extra caveat, preferably something that isn't suicide for our current capabilities.
Well, that is theoretically up to you.
That is very fair. Well, what do you require for something as broad as this?
For something like that, we would require 2 pounds of flesh.
Flesh?
Yes.
She would blink. What kind?
Your own.
Gold.
The first image that I had linked to you, a knife like clatters out of the one of the sacks that is dangling and just clatters to the ground, kind of like rolls partway to you. It's a very gnarly looking knife that is like got some weird curves to it.
She would gulp and just timidly pick up the knife. 2 pounds of flesh.
Indeed.
Anywhere from the body.
That is correct.
Can I know more details of what I'll be getting? Like how many locations will be giving me the knowledge of their whereabouts, how to reach them, maybe what's inside of them.
How to reach them is up to you.
Well, of course, but I just wish to know their location so that the ways in which I reach them can be possible, because it's very difficult to find a place when you don't know where it is.
Indeed. But that is not up to us to figure out how much you can do.
That's fine. I don't need to know that second. The part that matters the most is where they are.
Oh, this is a good image for the knife. There you go. Indeed, and we will show you as promised.
She will take the knife, and she would look at them. And I would know, innately, where they are.
We will show you where they are.
Show me doesn't necessarily lead me to where they possibly could be. I wish to know, not just see.
Well, that is the offer that we have proposed.
And then something more then. What would I need to give to know rather than just see?
That's no fun for us. We
Oh, it isn't
enjoy
isn't very
certain
fun.
things.
Isn't very fun to shave flesh, but
But it is the cost.
she looks at the knife again, groans. See, not know, not know. Very well. She would take off the armor covering her chest, and she would look over her body. Being what she is, she does have a lot of excess flesh that isn't that's more of there for like padding purposes around her shoulders and chest. She's very heavy in that regard. She just kind of grinds her teeth. 2 pounds, you say?
Indeed.
She closes her eyes. She takes a deep breath. She clenches her teeth real tight, and she presses the knife against her left shoulder and begins to shave off the outer skin of her shoulder, like the very thick, meaty part of her shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying not to cripple herself, though she isn't quite know how good she's doing in that regard. Do I have to roll like a medicine?
You're gonna need to give me a con save and a wisdom save.
All right. Con save, average. Wisdom save, above average.
You definitely feel like it's gonna take a toll on you one way or another, because this is 2 pounds of flesh coming from somewhere. So you're just to the mindset of get it over at this point. You've already like pushed the blade in.
Yep. And then I just slide out the chunk.
So from the outside, you guys would definitely be able to hear the like grunting and groaning of horror as she's working her way through this. It's not quiet, but it's not full on screams. It's just the like you can hear the pain of each like slice of the knife in and taking out more flesh. But once you have achieved your goal, setting it down on the table, the red-haired one gets up, slowly sets down what she was knitting, goes over, kind of weighs it up. Good. And now we shall show you.
Horu's putting pressure on the wound right now.
So what you see is the room turns to a kind of what you would think of for like a general's table during war, where it's got a map of whatever is being laid out. Currently, it is all sand dunes, as you see two faceless entities staring down at the map. You kind of get the odd sense that this is probably someone's memory, as like things outside of the direct vision of these two faceless creatures seem to be a really like fuzzy like blur that's really hard to look at. But looking back to the table, you would see as the hag waves her hand over the table, the sand like almost melts away, and you are revealed a few different locations that would be of interest to you. As one super huge temple that it sticks out to you, you're able to see where the giant bones were. As the sand melts away, there's just a massive pyramid that sits underneath it, revealing that at one point there was a spike at the top of this that now effectively had pierced whatever creature it had killed and pinned it to that location, where it remains to this day. But underneath is a massive temple. The other location that she reveals is a long since buried tower that it seems like at some point it probably stood high in the sky, like a monument to just construction in general, with how tall this tower was. It was a pure black stone, not shiny like obsidian, but like very matte black. The other one you would see is is different, where the map used to show sand. You watch as what looks like a small fireball happens, but then it just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and you can see in the center just an area of glass shards, just like extending outward from this point until it eventually fades away, and you're standing there looking at what looks like the equivalent of like a bowl of just glass and shards on the inside. Those, my dear, are some locations that will interest you.
Horu's just grinding her teeth. She knows what she has to do, and she knows that the witches are, they're playing with her, they're fucking with her. And so she's doing her best to memorize each feature so that she can have the image of it in her head. Because that's what matters. She needs to have the image, because if she knows where she wants to go, she can get there.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Ah, thank you.
And then give me just a straight history check.
Straight history, got it.
Alright.
Yes.
Yep. So you've got these on pretty good lockdown as to where each of these are all relative. But you got everything on lockdown as far as you think, and you watch as the sand like kind of swirls around, almost like a tornado, re-engulfing the entire area before it meets in the middle, shoots up as a pillar of sand and fire before it collapses down, and in the center is a large city that looks vaguely like the city you were in.
Okay.
And that is what you needed to know, my dear. And the vision ends.
All right. Can I get that city down? Well, I already kind of remember it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know vaguely what it looks like.
Okay. Grinding her teeth, she does nod. Thank you for your time.
It was a pleasure, dear.
It was a pleasure. I think I'm okay for that hug now.
You want the hug?
Yes, please. I think I really warmed up to you, ma'am.
Alright. She leans down and gives you a hug. It's a really warm hug, like unnervingly warm, as you feel like different parts of her outfit like jabbing almost into your flesh, despite having like armor on.
Ugh.
Now be a good dear and run along.
Yes, ma'am. Limping her way out, just wincing as every movement kind of made the wound on her shoulder irritate again. She would exit the cabin, dragging her armor with her.
Alright.
Yeah, seeing Horu, you see her topless other than her helmet, and you see purple blood running down from her left shoulder all the way down her arm.
To be clear, as you went to reach the push for the door, you would find yourself like outside, almost stumbling forward as your brain still expects to like push open a door.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. I would look over to Musa and to that motherfucker.
What happened to you?
Not good. He didn't tell me that they required flesh.
It depends on what you're looking for.
Fair enough. Musa, honey, the things that they require are serious. To know what I know now, it took 2 pounds of flesh. She applies more pressure to her shoulder wound.
They
Whatever.
required flesh?
Flesh. I had to carve my own body and
They
give
wanted
it to them.
your flesh.
Yes.
Jeez.
So, Musa, whatever you want, you have to make sure that it is worth it. That you are willing to sacrifice something and go through a lot of pain to get there. I knew what I had to do because this will bring us closer to our goal. But sister, just please don't make any deal that you'll, because what they require might be too much of you, and I don't want you to hurt yourself like I just did.
Musa looks at Natko. Do you have any advice?
Unfortunately, none that would be helpful, as everything changes depending on what you ask for.
Do you have any bandages?
I do not. I have fire.
Yeah.
Horu is looking very sad at the fact that she has to do this, removes her hand from her shoulder and begrudgingly presents it to him.
He pulls
Here.
out.
Right on this.
Yeah, what do you give her?
I give you part of my cape, actually. Like.
Oh yeah, she takes her helmet off and she chomps on that motherfucker.
He pulls out a dagger that looks like a worm, like for the handle, with the blade being the equivalent of a like a stinger. Not so much scorpion, like like the blade you saw, but more of a actual like blade portion. But at the opposite end, in the worm's mouth, is a red gem. So he takes it and presses it to the wound. You can feel it sizzling already.
Oh.
It is not a pleasant experience.
Oh yeah, Horu's grinding on that little piece of cape. Musa's pretty sure she's tearing it slightly with her teeth.
All right. Soon enough, the wound would be closed. Though there is that divot from where it was.
Yeah. Horu would release your clothing and take out her water skin and just pour water on it, just grinding her teeth and taking a seat. You really just couldn't have had bandages, huh? Is anything related to that?
It's not something I carry.
What, you don't get hurt?
I don't require the same healing that you do.
Good for you. Good for fucking you. I bet it doesn't hurt as much.
He stays silent at that.
Alright.
Well, I'll try to be quick so we can get you back to the ship.
Musa, just please. Just whatever you want. Really want it.
I already have what I want. She goes inside.
You go to put your hand on the door, and you find yourself inside already.
Oh, well, that was convenient.
Well, hello there, little one. You must be the other one who was traveling with the tall, bulky one.
Right. The one you tortured.
Ah, we did no such thing.
Right. Well, I like your decoration.
Appreciate it. So what
Okay,
is it
so-
you came for?
How much for love?
She raises an eyebrow at that.
Not for me, for someone else.
Well, now this is a very interesting proposal. Who are you suggesting be able to love?
You're like finding love.
Oh,
I
not
want my sister to be able to find love.
the bulky one who was just in?
No, my twin.
Ah. Interesting. Willing to sacrifice for the bond of blood. Always a delicious time.
I think you're salivating. You should wipe that off.
I might be just a smidge. Oh, the bond of blood, perceived to be the strongest, though it is absolutely not. Oh, it's such a delicious, tempting offer. But the question is what to charge for it. It is not often we get someone asking for something for others. Let me ponder this.
Ponder away.
Have a seat, dear.
Yeah, sure.
As she gestures, you feel like essentially a stump, but it's like about the size of a stool. Like hits you in the back of the leg, and you feel yourself just sitting down on it now.
Yeah, convenient, but you could be a little bit more gentle next time.
Oh, I could do a lot of things, dear.
Great, so you'll be able to find love for my sister.
I should be able to. I'm not gonna lie, I was not ready for this shit.
Always expect the unexpected.
I mean, yeah, just usually D&D players are greedy.
I wasn't greedy.
I never said you! I'm just saying in general.
Okay, just this is the implication.
She can't say no. Why? The implications. Sorry.
Because of the implications.
I'm sorry, I had to. It was just one of those things where the setup was there.
Alright, motherfucker. Figure out what the price would be.
Alright. Well, I can see her sitting out there all alone. I can see that she enjoys things that are not necessarily legal in certain countries. So
Yeah.
I will let her find love if she can slay the mage with the name of Axel.
Late the mage named Axel?
Yeah, let me just type this out real quick for you.
And that's it. She'll find love.
Indeed she will.
And she has to be the only one slaying this mage.
That is correct.
You're not gonna do one of those dramatic things where it turns out that Axel was for love or something like that.
Oh no. Absolutely not.
Okay, so if let's say she does manage to slay this Axel, how does she find love?
Well, she will just have to seek it out, and it will find her. But if she chooses to remain distant, then it will be all for waste. She has since crossed one of her pairs of arms and is leaning on it, looking over at you as the other pair starts to knit again.
Alright, so what would you like in return?
Oh, that is the payment.
Oh. Oh! Cool. Well, thank you for having me over. I'll leave you to your knitting. Lovely place.
Indeed.
Goodbye.
May we see each other again sometime.
Sure, it was lovely visit.
Indeed, dearie. Indeed.
Alright. Musa just happily exits the house with a smile on her face.
Alright.
Horu's gonna look at that, just be like, you get what you wanted, sis?
No. It was too much. I couldn't give anything away.
Yeah, bullshit.
So I...
Damn!
Fucking bullshit.
What are you talking about?
You bullshit, you got something.
They wanted
You
my
do
golden
not-
fiddle, and I said no.
No, you wouldn't be smiling if they wanted your golden fiddle, you
Yeah, I'm
motherfucker.
smiling because I didn't give them what they wanted.
No, you're smiling because you got what you wanted.
You don't trust me.
I don't. It's not that I don't
insulted,
trust you. It's just
and
that
I'm
I
gonna
know
ignore
you.
you.
I have lived with you all of your life. You were conniving since you were a little baby. I know you're not
Clearly,
telling me
you
the
don't
truth.
know me enough. First, you talk about crazy things about goats and them getting run over, and now you're accusing me of lying. The
I am
fuck?
accusing you of lying because you are lying. Because you're being a lying piece of shit. Whatever you offered, it was something.
I don't appreciate your lack of respect. This is not how you talk to a sister, so I'm walking away.
Oh, I don't like the fact that you're lying to your sister.
And Musa's walking away.
Nah, I'm just walking away.
Let's go, Natko.
Alright. He would return to the lamp as it glows bright golden yellow again.
Horu is gonna put on her armor, except for the armor for her shoulder, which he's gonna keep to air out.
Alright. And starting the walk back?
Yep.
Alright. So for the two of you who have been on the ship, you guys have 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours of stuff where you will have no idea what they're doing, and you'll be able to do as you see fit.
Honestly, I know what I'm doing.
I'm sure you do.
So, Sona.
Yeah?
You doing anything in particular?
Nope, just watching you.
Alright.
She's staring you down like a hawk. Like you get the feeling that like if you two weren't on the same side, like she's like scouting you out to see what kind of a mark you would be. Like if she can just like bump into you and rob you, or if like she has to like slit your throat to like get your wealth.
Yeah, I figured about as much. So I am going to attempt to at least make a dent in progress for like an hour or so.
All right. Let's roll this. See what happens. You're spending all this time and still nothing changes.
All right, that's fine. In that case, for the rest of the time, I'm actually gonna DM you what I do.
All right.
Along with the question I already asked.
So, Sona, I'm just gonna tell you, at about 2 hours 30 minutes, right around there, you would see the dull golden glow of the lantern as it parts the brambles to reveal your two sisters.
Right.
Yeah. Oru is very grumpy looking and has a gaping hole in her shoulder that has been cauterized.
Sona's just gonna ignore you and hug Lisa.
Okay, understood.
Hey there. I have great news.
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 Great news that our sister is missing a chunk of her shoulder, or...
No. Those I'll tell you later, but like, great news.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Are you gonna tell me the news, or...
I
no,
Right
it's because I'm around and she doesn't want to tell me.
I can't imagine why.
You know, the usual.
Yeah, the usual. Just big sister having to deal with this. Even with a hole in her arm, just no care for my little sister. Just completely ignores me,
Well, you're walking, so I assume you're alright.
Yeah. Nope. I can't. Oru just keeps on walking, grumbling. She is going to, before she gets on the ship, take a seat next to it. What direction is the wind going?
it's vaguely circling this briar patch.
Okay. I take a handful of the sand, and I envision the buried tower.
Alright.
I close my eyes, I lift out my hand, and I let the sand drop slowly.
Alright. Here you go.
Horu just sighs. Okay, at least I know that works. a little bit more practice. I can't get over the fucking throbbing in my shoulder. Ah! Why can't Rowan be awake?
So, I do have to ask, is Misa whispering something into Sona's ear?
Not right now, but I'll definitely whisper and let her know everything. I don't know if you heard, Sophie, but I'm basically telling you everything that happened.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
I do know that Sona was away for a bit, according to general chat, so I don't know how much was missed.
Yeah.
I came back as soon as she started talking.
Alright.
Perfect. Yeah, Horu would wait for Nautica to come on board.
Alright. He would eventually climb back on board.
Hey.
Yes.
So, she gave me a couple images, and I want to know if you know anything about them.
Depends how old they are.
The temple pyramid underneath the bones of that creature that we see off in the desert. You know about that?
I know vaguely of it, but it was long before my time.
What can you tell me about it?
I can tell you its location.
Well, I already know its location, but do you know anything about it?
I do not. That was well before my time.
Very well. Buried tower, massive, black stone.
Does not ring any bells.
Growing fireball amidst a field of sand, the glass shards forming in the center of it, until it eventually forms this bowl of glass and shards.
That one I do recognize. It is. It's a ways away from the river. That was the site of a old battle.
An old battle. And
Indeed.
she said that would be an interest of mine.
Probably.
How far away is this battle?
Several days away.
Would you be fine with us making that detour?
I mean, I'd much rather hit up the worm.
I'd understand.
We are close now.
I understand, but you will be heading away completely once we reach the worm, yes?
It depends on what it tells me to do.
And due to our agreement, we did say that we would help you as long as you would help us.
Indeed.
So, and you believe that the worm, there's a good chance that he may likely send you to another plane.
Possibly. It is hard to imagine what thoughts occur in a entity so far superior to the rest of us.
Well, then I'm sure you could spare just a couple of days for us to see what this old battlefield has to offer.
I mean, we could.
I mean, she'll just like present her shoulder. Come on, at least for this. I just put a hole in my shoulder for that information. I'd at least like to see one of them.
Alright, I'm not stopping you.
Oh, I know I'm not stopping you. I just want to make sure you're okay with it. You know, I like being considerate, and I know you've been very good to us, been very patient.
I mean, why would you not discuss this with, say, your party member?
Because you're here first. And I have a feeling that she just kind of scoots closer. That you're pretty, dangerous fellow.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, thank you for your time again. I will go to my ungrateful, uncaring sisters.
Alright.
Musa, Sona.
What?
Oh, hey. Yeah. Is it okay if we go for a couple days to this, very nice big glass bowl in the middle of the desert?
A big glass. bowl.
Yep, a big glass bowl.
Can you be more specific?
It's quite literally a giant bowl
Okay,
of glass.
I meant as why, but thank you.
You meant why?
Yeah.
Well, this hole in my shoulders wasn't just for fun. I asked the witches something and they gave me information, places that could be very valuable to us. And she showed me the image of the glass bowl, the remnants of an ancient battle site. It's a few days away, but it could be a place that could be a great boon to us.
This vacation is dragging for way too long.
I know, but it's just... we need to get this. I would like to get this. I want to see if what I just sacrificed was really worth the information.
Or I can't drive. Sona
I know.
can't drive.
I'm
Neither
just
one of
making-
us is gonna be able to stop you.
What? I mean, I'm asking for your permission because I'm a nice sister, and I go up to you and I ask to see if you're okay with. I can't stand this.
Why would you need our permission? Why would we care?
Horu just kind of stares blankly for a moment, and she blinks and she shakes her head. Why do I care? Why do I care? It's a question of the year. She just hobbles over to the edge of the ship and she calls out, "Seath! Seath!" What, is Seath there? Hello?
I mean, she's not over the sands.
Oh. Oh, where is she?
Steve left.
I mean,
She
you
just kinda-
don't see her down there.
I mean, she just kind of looks over to Sona. Left where?
I don't know. I didn't ask. She doesn't like me, so I wasn't gonna question it.
I just walk around the ship trying to look for her.
Alright.
Did she manage to get the stand moving? I asked Sona.
No.
Give me a perception check and we'll see if you find her.
Neat.
Sith, give me a stealth check if you're trying to hide.
I'm not really.
Alright. Oh, it would take you a little bit, but you'd eventually find her in the crow's nest.
Oh, okay. You'd look up at Steve and sigh. Steve!
Fucking what?
You're gonna be heading to a giant glass bowl. You're okay with that?
I don't give a shite.
Okay, well, I don't know what you're in a bad mood for. I have a hole in my
Also,
shoulder and
tell
my
her-
mood's not as crappy as yours.
Tell your sister that you walked into the thorns with to throw herself headfirst into the sand by the way, please.
What?
I didn't understand. Her accent was too thick.
Perfect. Didn't want you to understand. Move along.
Okay, you cunt. Just looks, Horu just looks at her left shoulder. It's a shield shoulder. She lifts up her shield. How does that feel?
It's not great.
Do I feel like I could be at peak performance with this shield, or this shit hurt too much?
No. This is like one of those things where it's like, worst comes to worst, adrenaline kicks in, sure you'll be able to hold this up and survive a few hits, but like, long term, no.
Oh, great. Horu just bumbles to herself and puts it away and is wondering when the fucking cleric is gonna wake up and fix my shoulder issue.
Isn't there a med kit in the ship?
Is there a med kit in the ship?
Because Musa's gonna look.
Alright.
Yes, it's also Rowan's.
Okay, if Rowan is not gonna wake up, I'm definitely.
I love this. We're just gonna loot from the party member that's not here real quick. It'll be fine.
Okay, I'm not looting for gold. I'm looting for medicine for a wounded party member. I'm pretty sure I would get permission.
Alright. I mean, give me an investigation check.
Do it herself.
Sona, would you like to help?
What do you think, Sona? Are you gonna help repair your sister's shoulder?
Yeah, I am, asshole.
We're just doing it in secret, and then See you after we find the medkit. Um, my investigation sucks. Sophie.
Why do you think mine's gonna be better?
Do we roll advantage?
Yeah, one of you would be able to roll with advantage.
Okay, mine is 1. What is yours?
So confused.
Don't worry about it.
One?
Mm-hmm.
No, mine's 1.
Okay, I'll just do it then.
You're searching through Rowan's stuff for what you remember. You're looking for it. You don't find it.
Oh, great.
Alright. Can I say, Sona, do you want to see if you can find it? Because I suck at this.
I mean, she would have been helping you look, and you're both looking. You're like, no, not in this pocket. No, that's a holy symbol. No, what about this? No, those are some prayer beads.
You know what? I go up to Narco. You were able to make that thing appear last night. Can you help us out with a medkit?
Let me take a look. See what he's got.
In the meantime, I'm just gonna head down from the crow's nest and walk over to Horu, just like, let me see your shoulder.
Here you go.
I'm gonna focus on it and see how much muscle if any, she's actually fucked up.
Well, she's fucked up that shoulder fairly bad.
Oh god, you couldn't have.
2 pounds of flesh. Where else am I gonna pick it from, huh? My groin?
No, you could have simply cut here, like traces along her arm, here, and ripped the skin off. That would grow back. You fucked up the muscles. That's why it hurts so bad to use it. Let's see. I'm gonna at least try and see if I could, just figure out. I don't know any healing spells, but I'm gonna see if I could just medically figure out a way to reattach those muscles in a semi-workable fashion. I'm not gonna try and do it. Just see if something would work.
Medicine at disadvantage.
Yeah, I figured that was coming.
Yep.
I did scoop my shoulder out with a knife, so.
Like I said, you could have simply tore your skin off.
Yeah, of course, because skinning myself is gonna be a lot easier.
That's not bad, damn. It would take some really skilled surgeon to be able to reattach this, which is typically why a lot of this stuff gets fixed by, like, magic. Especially, like, clerics, paladins, that sort of stuff, where it's just like, hey, I have healing for the day. We're gonna fix this.
Or a pale lich shot. I'm kidding.
Or one Lichardi with an unbreakable spirit. Let's go. Oh, fuck, I made it worse.
I'm gonna cut off my fucking arm.
I am not pale lich Darty, I am gray. The pale absolutely would be able to fix this. But anyway, Seath would just be like, I mean, there is a way to fix this without magic, but I can't do it. Or rather, I wouldn't risk doing it for chance of fucking it up.
Okay, understandable. Fine, I'll live with it. I mean, I can still lift my shield, kinda.
Alright, I have a better question. Is there something I could manage to do to make this at least workable, and with a little bit less pain? Not like a fix, but more like a band-aid.
I mean, if you had band-aids, that would help it heal faster, but not really much you can do.
Really? Okay.
But by the way, Musa, just remember, I do believe you have some healing.
I do?
Yeah, you're a bard!
Oh my god!
Where did this come from, huh?
I need to look at my spell list. 1 sec.
You don't even have your spell list.
No, I don't have a healing spell selected, alright?
Oh.
Damn it!
I love this party.
see if there is a medic, Rowan, I will not pick a healing spell.
Look, that's why I'm laughing so hard at this, is because it's like, first game, we don't need medics. Medics are useless. And it's like, at the very end, it's like, okay, we absolutely should have some medics. Next game, alright, we got at least 3 people who should be medics. Alright, we're good. 2 of those people out immediately.
Yeah, that fucking sucks. That's fine. They'll just fix it in the morning.
Okay, just for you, I'm gonna add that as my second thingy. 1 sec.
Alright. She gonna cast like healing word on me? I'd appreciate it.
Never mind, that's at 3rd level. I don't have those yet.
Don't you have 1st level heal spells?
Do I?
I don't think she does. I don't think she can change it either.
No, she can't. Fair enough.
I mean,
Yep, sorry.
next level maybe.
Do I have any 2nd level healing? I'll just wait till next session. You'll be fine.
I'm sorry, Ninja.
What?
I'm just sorry for the way my mind works.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
This is why you will end up on a trial for war crimes.
Yeah, well, what the fuck is she doing to me?
Nothing. She just asked a question that is very much indicative of like something that would be like brought up on a like war crimes like council. Like, all right, so we see here that you have ripped off their foot, shoved it so far up their ass it's coming out their mouth. Would you care to explain how this is not a war crime?
Alright, well...
Yes, it only killed 1 person.
Well, what Horu's gonna do, before the ship moved out, is take her helmet, scoop up a whole bunch of sand with it, sit on the deck and practice the whole sand reading thing.
Alright.
Listen, no bucket, improvise.
Was Naka able to find a medkit?
Natko doesn't have anything like that.
You have a... Okay, never mind.
I mean, if you want to call him out for that, like...
I'm not. She's doing that in her head.
But I'm just saying, like, Nadko is based off a real character, and that character does not have healing stuff. What you saw is something that he can conjure. Absolutely something he can conjure. Healing stuff is not where his skills lay.
By the way, y'all out of character, do you want to know what I asked Ninja?
No.
No.
Okay.
Again, just keep in mind what he was asking was absolutely war crime worthy.
I don't think it's that bad.
It absolutely would be.
It's just suffocation using a very unique method.
Fuck, I'm gonna have to fucking check this. Give me 1 second. Da. You know what? Hey. Ewan has it under Article 8 for war crimes, Part 2. Torture or inhumane treatment, including biological experiments.
Okay, once again, this is suffocation. It's not torture, just suffocation.
That's torture!
I mean, if I do it slow enough and then all at once, they won't notice it if they're asleep.
God, this part is awful. So, you guys are getting back on the ship. What are you going to do?
Horu's gonna sit on the deck, wondering when the fuck the pain's gonna become less while she practices the sand bullshit.
Alright.
I'm practicing my sand spell up in the crow nest with my little handful of pocket sand, just seeing if I can even manage to move that.
Alright. So, let's see. Sona, what are you doing?
Watching Seas.
Why do you insist on pissing me off?
By looking at you, that pisses you off?
You know,
The
usually
personal
I have a
issues.
study. Usually I have a study.
Mm-hmm. And?
used to this, and I'm not used to being in hell, and I'm away from my family, and I don't know if I'm going to make it back alive. I already would have died once. I'm not happy. I'm not okay.
At least you
yeah,
don't have
you and
a
everyone
hole
else.
in your shoulder.
You cut it yourself. Shut up.
That's the point. Only time I'm going to say that.
Musa, what are you gonna be doing?
She said she'd be right back.
Oh, alright. So, currently, you guys are just sitting there.
How astute of you.
Yeah.
Nadko,
What's up?
I personally do not care if you take us where you want to go or where Horror wants to go, but we should probably get on the move if you're up for it.
Well, it depends on where we're going.
Do you not know where the sand shard battlefield is?
I know vaguely where it is. Is that where you wanted to go?
Yes. Do I need to be the one to lead you? Do you not know enough to be there?
I'm sure we'll figure it out as we get closer.
Very well. I mean, I'll be practicing. I'll let you know if we need to adjust our heading, assuming I can get a little bit of a tug with this.
I understand the feeling.
Alright.
Look at us, just a couple of kids playing in the sand.
Let's see. So, I'm gonna have everybody who's up top give me a perception check.
Perception check. I am too busy focusing on the sand.
Let's see if I am the same. No, I am not.
Alright. It is fairly uneventful as you guys pass by a rocky outcropping.
Ah! Not go! Not go! Halt the ship!
The ship would come to a slow halt.
Horu runs over to the side and looks at the rocky outcrop. Are there any goats? Any plant life? Anything?
Perception check.
Find. Give.
There's none.
Horu would groan. Alright, give me like 10 minutes. She just unceremoniously dump the sand on the pile in the deck and make sure it's not in her helmet before putting it back on. Begrudgingly putting on her shoulder armor and not wielding her shield yet, but just having her sword down as she hops off the ship and just walks over to this rock to just have a look around it, maybe climb it a little bit.
Alright. You climb around, it's fairly uneventful. You see a what looks like a cave on the other side.
Ooh. Oh, I kind of tilt my head. I hop my way down. Do I see any, like animal remains, animal tracks, stuff like that?
You do find some bones of different animals.
Okay, I look at them. Nice. Any, like, sharp teeth marks and all that?
Yes.
You know, like, how big?
Moderate.
Okay, so medium to large size creature. Kind of tilt my head. I hop on top of the rock. I wave my arms, trying to get the attention of someone on the ship.
What? What do you want?
Are you going rock climbing again?
She gestures for you fellas to come over.
Sure, I'll zip my way over there.
Alright.
Musa and Sona gonna go?
Nope.
No.
No? No? Okay. Yeah, I'd be like, ah, yes, Moray, this will be interesting for you. She hops down the rock, and she would help see if she'd need it to do any, like, climbing or anything like that, but if not, she would just hop her way down and show her the cave and show her the bones. Look. Technology.
God.
Do you mind holding a torch? I want to go for a look.
See, just like it picks up one of the, like, a thinner bone. Can she just snap it?
It takes a bit of effort, but yeah.
Literally, like, she snaps this and just goes, like, sighs. You need a torch?
Yes.
Sure, why not? I'll just pass her a torch.
Ah, thank you. Could you hold this? My shield arm is kinda...
Then use your sword arm.
Oh, yeah, but I want to have my sword arm for my sword.
What else is the sword arm supposed to be used for? Couldn't possibly be for anything but sword.
Certain kind of sword. Anyway.
Wow.
But yeah, she would hand you back the torch.
Sure, just walk a little bit in front of me. It's not like I won't be seeing farther than the torch anyway.
Well, yes, I understand. You have dark vision. But hey, come on, it's exciting. A little bit of exploration. Obviously, if the cave goes down too deep, we're not going to go, get lost underground, but just a little bit of a stroll. Horu, with her, just fishes into her backpack and pulls out one of her rations. Let's hope they like these.
Seath over here just using the torch to light up a pipe.
Nice.
So yeah, we will enter the cave.
Alright. As you get a little deeper, you find more bones. Some of them look humanoid, though you do find a few ram skulls.
Okay. Humanoid. Does it look like anything's been here for a while?
Give me a survival check.
I'm actually okay at that. Yeah, literally average.
You're unable to tell when the last time something was in here.
Fair enough. I just take a whiff. Is there any smell of rot?
No.
Okay. So it can't have been that long. Or that... Well, whatever. How much farther does the cave go?
It curls down deeper into the rock.
What do you think, Steve? Keep going, or we stop where we're head?
I'd say stop over your head.
Okay, just a little bit farther.
I'm leaving my soul 60 feet behind me.
Alright.
So I can zip the fuck out if need be.
Mm-hmm.
Horu's sense of adventure. Did they go deeper?
Just because I'm nice, I will at least drop the torch before I vanish if shit hits the fan.
Yeah, of course. I'll definitely die alone if that's what you want.
I said I would drop the torch, you'll have light.
Oh, thank you.
Seath, give me a perception check.
Okay. Done decently well with perception so far, and now is when it fucks me. Oh.
You
I
are
love being wrong.
you are almost startled by a group of hellbats that fly out of the cave as Horu walks deeper.
Well, those are interesting.
But otherwise, Horu, you do not find anything else deeper other than a small pile of bones that have rolled their way to the back of the cave. But you are met with a curved wall that kind of naturally is formed.
Okay. So this is the end of the cave entirely.
Yep.
Okay. I just use my sword to pick through the piles of bones. Who knows? Maybe there could be something shiny.
Give me an investigation check.
Hey, see if you want to help me out.
Mentality.
Ooh, or do you want to do it? Well, I'm the one doing it. Good. Are you gonna help me do it?
Sure, why not? Have advantage.
Yeah, average. A little bit above.
You find a singular golden ring.
Oh, I pick it up. Oh, this is neat. Hey, Steve, check this out.
You can
What?
keep holding it.
Oh, what? Is it anything like magical?
I'll check.
Yep.
Yeah, most certainly.
Oh, she like puts it between her fingers. Oh, ooh.
What type would it be?
Illusion.
Illusion.
Illusion. Is that a good or a bad thing?
Depends. It could be anything from, well, making you see the world as meat to making you look like a halfling.
Making me look like a halfling. Oh, you think it's a bad idea to wear it?
I'd say without somebody who can use Identify, wearing anything magical whenever you find it in a pit of bones with bats and in a cave in hell is a bad thing. Yes.
She puts it on.
I immediately just vanish. Light included. Fuck you.
Alright, well, I put on the ring.
You're putting on the ring?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Alright, do you have dark vision?
No.
Alright. You put on the ring. Everything's still pitch black here.
Oh, lovely. Alright, well, do I feel any different?
Not really.
Alright, I just kind of sigh and I call out, Seif!
What?
Yeah, nothing happened. You can come back, please.
I'll walk down the cave enough for her to see the light of my torch, but I'm not getting close.
Alright,
Well-
see, do you have dark vision?
Yeah, I've got quite a bit of dark vision.
Alright. You don't see horror.
I can see the bottom of the cave.
Yep.
Hello, Seif?
Yes.
Are you
Like-
there? Hello, I'm right here.
Yes, I'm aware of where you are from your voice. It's just the fact that you are invisible.
Wait, what? Hold up, I'm in the light now. Can I look at myself?
You can't see your own hands.
Oh my god, I'm invisible.
Can I see the ring?
Nope.
I
Nice.
am invisible.
Is this the first time this has happened?
Ooh, I'm invisible. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm actually invisible. She draws her sword.
You could hear it being pulled from its scabbard sheath, but you can't see it.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
True.
Am I still able to like orient myself properly?
It's very hard as like so much of our like senses get
Perception.
fucked with when we can't see like what we are doing. It's very awkward. It's like you kind of have to like touch yourself with the sword to like orient where it is in space to like get kind of just like a general idea.
Oh, this is so cool. This is so weird, but this is so cool. Oh my goodness. I will never listen to you again. This ring is amazing.
All right.
Oh, no. Thank you for helping me find this seed.
I'm sure.
Okay. I'm gonna try to walk out of here while invisible. We could totally just fuck up with my siblings. Dude, I'll just walk on the ship. You'll say we got eaten by like, I don't know, like some super wolves or something, and then I'll scare the shit out of them.
No. The second you said fuck with them, you had my attention.
Okay. Let me try to orient myself. I need to get used to this whole invisibility thing. Otherwise, it's not gonna work, and I'm gonna trip my own ass. Okay. Horror's almost completely forgotten the pain on her shoulder. She's fucking invisible, bitches.
All right, so once we get near the top, I'm gonna go running out. Like, oh god.
Alright, 1 second. I just need to know from the two of you who are still back at the ship if you enter that or not.
Duh.
Yep.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
See, if you come running out, you don't see them anymore.
Figures. Photo plan failed.
Horu is still invisible, I assume.
Yep.
All right, and I'm still stepping around. Was I able to get myself out of the cave fine? Like, am I getting used to this whole can't see myself thing?
It's still awkward as you constantly trip, like, from trying to figure out where your footing is. Though you do notice as you step out on the sand, you do see where your foot is displacing sand.
Okay, well that makes sense. I just kind of stop in the sand. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Okay, I can do this. I take off the ring if I can.
You can.
Oh, this thing is so cool. She puts it back on.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, she's just gonna walk her way to the ship, all giddy.
All right. So the question is what the two who are on the ship are gonna do. Of course. So Seath and Horror, you two would get back on the ship.
All right, Horu's still invisible.
All right.
Hey, Horu
Alright,
just like
that's,
shakes the sand off of her like little boots, and then she just starts tiptoeing around, trying to resist giggling.
Alright, Natko, we're good to go.
All right. Starts to turn the ship and takes off. Seath, give me a perception check.
Okay.
All right, everything is fine.
Alright.
I sneak up the nut.
All right.
I roll a stealth.
Yep.
All right, I assume an advantage.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. It's not. Yeah, it'd be an 18 still, since my armor counteracts it, so it's just rolled at normal.
I know. You believe you're still hidden.
All right. I just do the old like make sudden noise. Rah! Just touch his shoulders.
You touch his shoulders and like your hands like go partially through it and are like gripping cloth.
Hori just sits her head. What?
Natko just like turns to you.
Oh, hi. Yes. You can't see me. I know. It's so cool.
Natko isn't talking.
She tilts her head, and she taps his face glass.
It's got a more like hollow sound than it normally does.
She removes the ring, stuffs it in her pocket, and reaches for the
Looking down, you're still invisible.
After I remove the ring?
Yep.
Uh-oh. I look at Natsuko again. Hello?
He's just staring at your space.
I move a little bit to the left.
Alright. Like, kind of weirdly shuffles to, like, turn to look at you.
Okay, buddy. Alright. I attempt to reach for the controls and just put the ship to a slow stop.
Alright, yeah, you can. He's not gonna stop you.
Alright. So, the ring is off, but I'm still invisible.
Yeah.
Alright.
I will say, about 2 minutes into this, you suddenly just reappear.
I just look at myself. Okay, yeah. Natsuko's still weird?
Yep.
Okay, alright, buddy. She attempts to pick him up.
Alright, which part are you grabbing?
I'm trying to grab something meatier, so like under the, like in the armpits area, just kind of scoop them.
Alright, You scoop up and lift up. You have picked up some robes and like a glass ball that has been balancing on it. Like lifting up, and you just find some shoes there, with like a stick propping it up.
Oh, well, I look at the ropes. I look at the ball. I shake the robes a bit. Is there any like substance inside of it?
Nope.
I just kind of nod. Well played. You are really good at this.
So as you're doing that, you can see the controls just kind of move back into place, and the vehicle starts back up.
Yep. Well, all right. Like I said, you are a dangerous man. Do you mind if I use these ropes?
There's no response.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna assume that is a yes. She's gonna put down the orb. Is there anything like weird about it, or is it just like a glass orb?
It's just like a glass orb that's been like vaguely tinted yellow.
All right. Well, I'm gonna rip up a piece of this. Little whatever the fuck it's called. Drawing a blank here. I'm gonna wrap it around my shoulder. Make sure it's nice and covered, so I can finally have a makeshift bandage. I'm gonna go up, grab a handful of sand, go back down to the deck. Close my eyes. There's no wind in there, so that's nice. So I don't have to worry about that. I close my eyes. I let the sand fall.
You're just not feeling it here. You don't know if it's just your inability to think straight, or if it's some other factor.
All right, maybe you can't work indoors. All right, Nod, go. Get it. Had your fun. Come on.
I mean, there's no response.
I just swipe in the area with the controls.
I need to check something out. Let's see. Does it have mass? You know, it'd be great if, like, Roll20 would load. Let's see. Alright. You swipe your hand, you wouldn't hit anything.
Huh. I cross my arms. Musa. Sona?
You don't hear any... You don't... You don't hear any response.
Okay, I'm not liking this. Spirit of Nautica, just don't crash us. I'm gonna run up and see if I can sand her. Hold up. She runs up outside, thinking maybe it's the fact that she was inside that ruined it, and she attempts to sand read again.
Alright. Let's see how this goes. You're still not feeling it.
Ah, crap. She's getting anxious. Seif!
What?
Nautica isn't here.
The ship is moving, is it not?
Yeah, the ship is moving, but he's not here.
Then I see no issue.
But no, that's a big issue. He's just not there.
Probably is.
But look for yourself.
What did you see?
Nothing.
What did you see before that? You were down there too long to just see the controls moving.
A glass robe, a glass ball, and a robe propped up by a stick.
I'd say either unseen servant or mage hand and your sisters are fucking with you.
She pauses. Right. Yeah, that's likely. Well, I'm going to go, and she goes below deck.
I do
Seems
like
just
how you say this, like, yeah, that spell, yeah. In the back of your mind, you have no idea what any of those spells do.
No, I don't. That's all I know is it's magic shit, and my sister uses magic shit to fuck with me.
Honestly, like, as Horror's just walking back away, Seath would just simply mutter under her breath, because in the incredibly fortunate event that we left him behind, this wouldn't be happening.
Do I see anything below deck?
You see another, like, replicant of, Nadko driving the ship. Fully clothed. There's robes, there's the head, hands are in the right places.
Motherfucker, I punched the globe.
You punched the what?
The globe.
Alright, it clatters to the ground and rolls around a bit.
I'm gonna sleep off this wound. She just stomps away.
Alright.
And she's putting on her ring too. She's going, fuck it.
Alright. I think this is probably going to be a good place to pause for the night then.
Yes. Yes. I got a ring of invisibility.